Did I do it? I did it on both. Nice. YouTube and Twitch is away. Right. Another week. Let's start this off. So, as far as I can remember, last week we made this room, which is going to keep all of our food. We want a new power room. That's one of the things we want. We want a new cooling system. That's another thing we want. I think we're going to redo that room. This is relatively fine for now. That... Wait. Oh, wait. That door's melted. That door's gone. Wait, what's happening here? Hey, Maiko, getting first 8 times. Welcome in for 48 streams. And I appreciate the lurk. What is this? What is happening? This is bad. That's too hot because this can't output that. Is that because of that liquid? Okay, we need back in this room, unfortunately. How has that happened? What was the door made? I melted steel? Yeah, there's steel there. How did that overheat? I'm so confused. How did that overheat? Is that because the liquid uranium got here? Because we accidentally sent uranium through that room. So if we go to shipping... Yeah, that's not good. How do we get in there? It's the best way in. Is that a vacuum? We could maybe break down here and try and get up to there. But I want to get in this room and get rid of that. That's so bad. That's backed up now. Look how much magma we have here. I guess it's this way. Is that a vacuum? That's a vacuum. So we're going to have to go down this way. Can I build? No, I have to wait for them to manually do that. Look at that. Look at all that magma. Wait, but if that door there is at 1,722 degrees, how would this one have melted? I don't think it melted. Something must have happened to it. It might have something to do with the liquid uranium. I'm going to take a wild guess that it has something to do with the fact we have liquid uranium in there. Unless the uranium, when it gets hot, it goes boom. Do you think that's what's happened? Possibly. Right, how are we getting in here? Right, let's see what happens here. We probably should have a permanent access to this. We could also rebuild the steam room, to be fair. Right. I'm going to do this all as priority 9. I want them to be faster. I have no idea how that door did that. Right, and then we want to go in here. So deconstruct that. Plumbing there. Put a tiny bit of liquid on this tile, then break through here. That should be how we do it. Isabella with the 170 stream streak. Oofed. That is very, very appreciated. What temperature is it in here? So let's do a tiny bit of super coolant. How you doing, Isabella? I hear nothing. Is that my end or your end? That's your end. Okay. That might be too much. It is too much there. So this... Let's hope this doesn't cause problems, but we're going to deconstruct those two. Ah. It's fine, don't panic. It's still a functioning room. Right, here's the decider of how bad this is. I'm gonna turn that sideways. We're gonna go steel. Yes, they can reach that. If they couldn't reach that door, we had a big problem. Because we can't break that tile. Okay, apparently there's no way to put liquid uranium. Now they can. Okay, so they're going to build that. Perfect. So this should probably inject quite a bit of heat into here. There's 200. The door settled about 200. Oh, that's because it's slowly injecting the heat. There we go. Right, so this is now fully functioning again. I think I want to leave this here as well, just in case we need it back in. We can deconstruct that, though. Yeah. Okay, perfect. This guy wanted more food. Ooh, surf and turf. A bit of meat. Have we made that yet? Oh, I bet they ate it. Because that's the first time we made it, so I think they just ate it. Yeah, they ate it. Or we haven't got barbecue yet. How's our little hatch area going? So we now have 2. One of them's tamed. Perfect. We're going to try and get a few more of them. Okay, right. Rockets. We want one for surviving long term on a planet, which I think was this one. Because it's full of water. View interior. Rooms. Yeah, okay. So this is the one that was the long-term living. Because I think that's Oxalite. It is. They're both full. Yeah, that's fine. Water is also fine. Do they have bleach stone? So this is the long-term living spaceship. So I think... Who's our crew, actually? So we're going to want people good at construction, but also they can fly spaceships. So I think, was it this one? No, that's the that's the artist. There won't be much on there that's very appealing. Let's look at all the space people. Perfect. This one's only got rocketry. And then we'll also give them 2 of those. What is that? Hazmat digging. Okay, nice. So we'll give them 2 of them. So, May. And then... May and... Who else do we want to go? Ruby. They've got improved carrion, and then we'll give them a couple in building. Okay. And then change crew. We want Ruby and May. May. Where's May? May. What are their negatives, actually? What are the negatives of those 2? Jean, Turner, me. Ruby, Bio. Ah, they're a binge eater when they get mad, which wouldn't be good on a second planet. What about May? Vomiter. That's easier to deal with. Right, the only other thing we're going to need in this spaceship now is, if we view interior, how many hazmat suits do they have? Also, what materials do they have? They have any steel? They've got not much steel. What's in here? Oh, that's iron. So we'll drop that. And then we'll go... We'll take a little bit of steel with us. Oh, it's not paused. It's not unpaused, I mean. Okay, they're gonna bring us a bit... Radioactive contaminated? What? Where's my radiation? How did you get radiation contamination? That's not good, by the way. Oh, is this contaminating things in the base? I didn't even think of that. Uh-oh. Okay, so we need a new radiation shield. Also, we can disable these because we're no... Oh, wait. Are we researching anything? Should we be researching stuff? Let's keep researching stuff. Nope. View interior. Right, that'll be enough. 14 tons will definitely be enough for steel. So we've got iron, steel. We've got oxalite in here. Don't think they'll need that. They might need rad pills. Yeah, they probably will. I think that's it, though. Oh, they have no food in here. Oh, they've got a... Why do we have thousands of rad pills? And then food. What's it called? Sludge? What's it called? Oh, deconstruct that, put a fridge there instead. And then we put the food in here. Apparently, where? What's the temperature in here, by the way? It's okay. Right, and then we want edible. That. And let's get 50 kilograms of it. Let's see how many calories that is. That is... It hasn't updated. Is it because it's grounded? So that's 200,000 calories for 2 duplicants. That should be enough. Right, deconstruct that, and then we're ready to go. Right, so we want to go literally from here to there, I think. Is it that one? Yeah, we want to try and take over this planet, I think. Do we? Is this the one, or do we go to a different one? This one? No. That one, not yet. Yeah, I think we want to go to JT Gaming. Welcome in, how you doing? Welcome in for 52 streams. Yeah, I think we want to take over this planet first. Right, that should be fine. It shouldn't take them too long to get there. What is that? How did sand get in here? I think this world's bugged. Because now there's no way sand could get in here. What is happening? On sand? I don't know what's happening right now. Because this broke. And there was liquid uranium in here. Like, how would sand, like, get in here? In a line like that. Unless it's stuff coming from here and it's like dirt goes through and then the dirt turns to sand. I think that's what's happening. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. Because it's hot enough in there that the dirt is just turning to sand. Okay, so we don't want clay, dirt. None of that. That's all fine. No food. Don't think that. Last time I checked, and liquid uranium doesn't make sand. No, but we had liquid uranium just turn up in there. And a door broke as well somehow. Okay, so if it's the end product, that's fine. We don't want any liquefiables going through there. Don't want plastic, because that always just heats up for some reason. We don't want any medicine in there. Don't want uranium ore. That might be one of the issues. Don't want solid nuclear waste. I think sulfur's fine. Diamond, that's all fine. Organic seems to have a weird melting point. No lead. No seeds. None of that. Right, there we go. So that should hopefully fix our issue of things destroying the steam room. Okay, let's hope that works. Let's go to this planet, because we should have a spaceship arriving here shortly. So we need to figure out our plan. Step one, I want a permanent living area. We need to get rid of these guys who have just been accumulating over the last 1,000 cycles. In fact, we can check. When was this done? Properties. We should be able to see its age. So that was built. Wow, we did that early on. That was built on cycle 500. So these have been here almost 2,000 cycles just doing whatever they do. What do they do? What's behind them? I think they're making dirt. Okay, so do we use this or do we delete this and rebuild? Rocket in orbit. Landing path obstructed? That? Uh-oh. We need a rover. Do we have any rockets with a rover still? No. Brilliant. New rocket. Small petroleum engine? Made out of steel. Followed by a liquid fuel tank. Followed by a small one of these. Followed by a robot thing. And then a rover module. And one of them. Right, let's hope that can reach it. How's our Oxalite doing? Fine. Okay, so we're gonna try and make a... I've never done a small spaceship like this, but we'll see if this works. Okay, and this will hopefully put a couple rovers on the planet. Hey Zaps, welcome in for 352 streams, how you doing? Right, and then they should build that. No liquid intake? What? Oh, does it not use that? So can I just deconstruct that then? Safe journeys, Katie. Welcome in for 367 streams. I wonder what the range on this will be. I'm also driving. Safe journeys. This is cool. Yeah, it can go 10 tiles. That's awesome. Look at it go. Is it fast as well? $2.2 per cycle. 1.4 per cycle. Yeah, it's fast as well. How's our hatches? Oh, there's a stone hatch egg. Nice. That's actually really cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Right, this one's almost set. Let's view the interior of this one. How are they doing? Oh, I forgot the extra Atmo suits. Okay, the little spaceship's gonna have to send them that as well. So, durability 3%, durability 6%. Ah. Right, rovers are there. That needs to go back, and it needs to get some Atmo suits for them. Where are you going? It's up coal? Oh, for the coal generator? Wait, so these are fives. No, we'll go with sixes. And then 7 for that. That's also a 6. We want the automation gone. And then we want that gone so they can land. Yeah, so we've got rovers on the planet. Is there batteries in here? 1. It's a slightly radioactive planet, but we're gonna hope they survive. Can they not deliver it to that? Path obstructed. It's not the height, is it? No, it shouldn't be the height. So what are you that? Are you being obstructed by that now? No rockets in orbit? I've lost my rocket. Okay, well that's way hotter than the carbon dioxide one. Do that. The rovers can help them out. Is the other spaceship back? It is already. Nice. I want to add space above rocket block. Let's get rid of that. Add one of them. Build it. And this one I want to be Atmo. Atmo suits. Let's go for just... How many is 1 kilogram? Protein 9. Can they put Atmo suits in this? I hope so. Oops, one. Okay, they're out and about now. They're harvesting the wood. The power generation has restarted. This is so cool. I think I want to kill these. Do they drop anything when they die? No. Morbas are versatile scavengers are capable of breaking down and consuming dead matter from most plants and animal species. It's perfect to serve disease risk to humans. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're a disease risk, so... Goodbye to them. Do we have any Atmo suits? No. How do we get them to put Atmo suits in here? Does it need to be like 5 kilograms? Like 25 kilograms? What am I supposed to be doing here? How many kilograms is an Atmos suit? Atmos suit. Oh, it's 200 kilograms per Atmos suit. So if we want 2,000 for that. I'm starting to get the feeling there's a lot of them in here. What are my rovers doing? They're just stood there. Let's get them doing something. Because I think we're going to get rid of most of this. So we shall say that's the top of the map. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we shall start deleting the map. Yeah, that did work. Main planet. Did you do it? No. Why are they not putting anything in this? Worn Atmos suits? Does it have to be worn? Can you not put them in this? Oh, they are in there. Oh, okay. Sweet. And we'll go every 32. Down here. Maybe not all the way down, but down a bit. Maybe keep that bit there intact. I will want an insulated tile bit here to try and block the weld absorbing the heat. How's this down here? Is it still working? Yeah. And they're getting rid of all of that, which is great. This is just repeatedly getting resources from down here. Which is not much left anymore. But that's fine. Why is it grounded? We also need to enable that. And we need to put a liquid pump. We'll just use this one. Polluted water, Project 9. I think their issue is the suits. Wrong element? How are you getting the wrong element? We're just gonna keep sending them rovers because I think that's fun. So where did all those things just land? Is it this? Copper, 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 copper. Where did it land? Uh-oh. Oh, I think it's that one, and we can't click on it. Yeah, we can't click on it, so we have to reload. Okay. I forgot about this bug. Let me quickly reload. Save. Yep. Main menu. Yep. I wish there was a button that you can press, which was just reload. So you don't have to like exit the game. You can just press a reload. Apparently not though. Peggy, welcome in for 357 streams. How you doing? How you doing, Peggy? Alright, let's prioritize. We'll put that one there to 6. And we'll go 7 along there, but also there. I'm gonna go 5 for that. So hopefully that's going back. I want some more rovers. I was watching Sons of Anarchy, but I figured I'd jump over here. Might as well. I need them to get to this. And then relocate that to there. Watch it now. More rovers. Might as well. We just melted a platform. See, this one should be in here. Because we want the heat from this. RIP platform. How was Bob's weekend? It was good. I enjoyed it. I have no memory, so I don't remember what I did, but I know I enjoyed it. I know I went on a walk recently. Drank that much you forgot the weekend? No, I just have no memory to begin with. Unfortunately. I don't know. Every time I ask the doctors about it, they just say that we've already talked about this. Typical Bob brain. I know, but here's the annoying thing, right? Is I know it, like, it comes with a lot of, What do you want me to do? Fire. It comes with a lot of, maybe, stigma might be the best word. Where people are like, oh, this guy doesn't remember anything. And all of that. But I'm like, I used to. And I remember some stuff, but it just doesn't always get coded correctly. It's really annoying. Will they empty that themselves? Oh, there we go. They're emptying it. Where was I going? I forgot. See, I know enough to know that kind of stuff. Like, I've got the memory in that sense. But I don't know what the issue is. They think there was an issue with the processing of memories because of things in the past. And they think that kind of broke the memory processor. And there's not much you can do about it. But it's ridiculous. Can they move Atmos suits into there? Can rovers go inside? I'm gonna set it all to priority 1. Yeah, nah, I feel like I'm gonna be a very angry old person. Because I know a lot of people as they get older, if they develop dementia, they get very confused and angry. I foresee that happening to me. Because I already get very confused and irritated. And I'm 26. So. I don't think it'll be long, and I'll be, like, fully developed as a confused person. Can they relocate that? I don't know how I'm gonna get them to do that. Yeah, no, I don't know. I remember most things, but some stuff doesn't get written into the short-term memory. I don't think there's much I can do about it, to be fair. Like, my memory's bad enough, I forget my hobbies. Yes, I'm the same. I have no concept of time. I remember I was talking to my mother not that long ago about something in my past. I was like, yeah, that was like 4 or 5 years ago. And she was like, that was like 9 months ago. I was like, oh. It feels much longer ago. Or I do the opposite, where I'm like, yeah, like, I saw you last week. And she's like, you haven't seen me in 3 months. And I'm like, oh. Whoops. But in my head, I just saw them, so. Ouch. And when was Mother's Day? I sent a card. I think. Welcome in, by the way, first time chatter. Let me Google it. When was Mother's Day? I don't know. My phone tells me this stuff. If I didn't have technology, I would suffer in life. In fact, I wouldn't. The people around me would. Because my phone sends me an email every time it's near my dad's birthday. It's like, hello, Moonpig here, which is the company that sends cards for you. Would you still like to send your father a card? And I'm like, sure. Yeah, I can do that. I think that is a big problem with memory, technology. You know what? I don't think technology's done me any good in my life. But there's not much you can do now. I think humanity as a whole has relied on technology so much that you almost don't have an option to do the alternative anymore. Like, put it this way. I can sit at home after stream and play games for the rest of the day. Or I can go walk down an empty high street where all the shops have shut because no one goes outside. You know? Or I can go to a theme park that's like right next to bankruptcy. And there's no maintenance and nothing like that. Like, it's really difficult at the moment. I genuinely hope that technology as a trend dies. I think it would be a lot more fun if everyone started going outside more. Because then other people would enjoy it more as well, if you get what I mean. Pludgy, how you doing? Good to see you. Technology did bomb no good. Sniff, sniff. Are we that bad? Oh no, I stream outside with people. Yeah, but if there wasn't an option, I remember as a kid where everyone went outside to like play games with each other. Like, you'd knock on your pal's house and be like, hey, can they come out and play? And then you go play in the woods. You make like booby traps or something. You know? But now it's like, do you want to play Fortnite? And that's what kids do now. And it's like, have you heard of The Outside? Just started a new colony and there's a natural gas geyser within sight. Oh, you're at least getting to cycle 50. But it's in a slime biome. You're getting to cycle 20. To be fair, that was elite. And yes, I do remember that, but I'm not that young. Anyway, technology irritates me greatly. They're not moving this and my dudes won't survive that walk. They'll die. And these guys don't seem to be able to relocate. Oh wait, they can store though. So what if I build one of these there? I can't. What about, I have a plan. I don't know why I said that so loud. I was enthusiastic. Please excuse me. Pludgy, you have abandoned us on unturned. Just saying, you have abandoned us. We've been in big fights. Big fights. The biggest of fights. Yesterday, I had my sniper on top of a lighthouse, shooting at a base being raided. And unfortunately, I hit the people raiding the base, and the people in the base were trying to raid us. So I defended their base without realizing it. That was disappointing. And then we got raided this morning, because I logged on for 5 minutes to see if the base was raided. But Something I like doing. Hello, build the storage inside the rocket. I have storage inside the rocket, but they won't move it in here. Did that just say disabled? They won't move it in here. Oh, do you mean... Can they go inside? Because I told them to relocate and they didn't. They won't do the relocate? Ah. But I had limited friends that didn't want to hang out outside of school after a while. That's because everyone moved to technology. That's the problem. I know I say that, sat in front of 3 monitors, crazy amount of lighting, webcam, talking to people on the internet through a streaming software. But also it's sunny outside, and if I didn't have this routine, or I never streamed to begin with, I would be outside. Do you know what I mean? I mostly just stream now for the fact that I've streamed 3 years, and I don't want to be the one to disappear. Because I've seen so many streamers disappear. And reality of it is that the streaming stuff, it's so saturated. And then you gotta weigh it up. Why can't they go in here? It's set to rocket crew only. Oh, enable building maybe? It reset a few days ago. So basically it reset. I built a refined metal box. It started getting raided, so I moved everything into True's base, and then put a sign that said RIP Sulfur, get good, and then did the T-pose as they came through the last door. And that was funny. They didn't shoot me or True, they just kind of looked at us like, damn. Then my other base was getting raided, so we moved everything into a different base. And then that was getting raided, so we moved everything into a pop-up base. Then we built the massive base we're in at the moment. And then I almost raided the pop-up base because I forgot I built it. And True was like, yeah, I bet there's like 2 doors. And I'm like, how do you know? And then eventually he told me it's our base right before we raided it. I forgot. LJ, appreciate the tier 1. That is very, very appreciated. Stardust, how you doing? I don't think the rogues can enable it. Right, we're just gonna, hopefully they don't die. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna disable this building. This is a slightly breathable planet. They shouldn't die. Enable. Enable. Aha! That went well. Wrong element. LJ, welcome in for 236 streams. But yeah, Pludgy, so the base got raided and I like hiding the TC inside of the honeycomb. And then, hey, Dab, how you doing? Good to see you. And then, what else did I do? Yeah, and I like putting fake doors everywhere. Maiko, appreciate the 50 bits. That's very, very appreciated. I like putting fake doors everywhere. And the people who just raided us destroyed all of the fake doors. But then actually got nothing from the base. So that was very fun. They didn't get into the loot room. And I'm so warm. Got 2 fans on me at the moment. I got 1. Where you got raided? In a game, we did. It's called Unturned. It's basically DayZ, but so computers can run it. Like older computers. True plays on a laptop. I was so confused. Talking of RimWorld, just had a big update. A new DLC where you can be in a spaceship and go around your planet. It looks very cool. No, don't move the oxalite into there from here. Oh, they're not. Wait, are they? No. Oh, they're picking it up from there. I was thinking about playing that. It looks cool. It looks very cool. Right, this is our new planet. Everyone say hello to the new planet. The reason we're here is for this. It's a radioactive planet, and I want lots of diamonds. So we're gonna probably drain all of this liquid. I don't think there's any germs in it. No, we're gonna drain all of this liquid into space. We're gonna be living out of this spaceship for a while. This spaceship should last us a while. And I put together, where was it? This dude here, who is currently bringing lots of rover modules over. In fact, I'm going to put one up here. Can I do that? Yes. And then we'll put another one there. And then go home. This is a little spaceship that's bringing us rovers. I'm just gonna get this guy to slowly dig down. Why would you waste the liquid? This, I don't need it. I don't think. In fact, we won't waste the liquid. We'll have a massive liquid transport spaceship come and collect it all. The water I want to keep somewhere though. Rule 1, I ain't putting on a shit. What? What is that in response to? My personal... And to interview this morning for a job that would be almost perfect for me. Is that the one right next to you? Should be into an infinite storage. Do I do it on an infinite storage on this planet or send the salt water back to the main planet? Because that's the one that can process it. As a vet receptioner, both. Infinite storage, then the old planet. This rover dude is just going after it. Right, we're gonna open up this area. I'm basically trying to clear quite a large space. And then we're gonna rebuild this planet. Right, we're leaving this though. I want this left intact. I'm trying to keep the natural nature reserves on the planet alive. I'll leave 2 under that. I was thinking I would have to make a whole new base on every planet, but you can send stuff back and forth pretty easy. Yeah, either through spaceships, as long as you have a decent supply of petroleum, or hydrogen gas. I think there's a hydrogen gas one. Um, or you use this stuff. So for example, on this planet here, there's no one actually living on this planet. This planet runs by itself. And essentially what happens is the power is generated by when this erupts, this one here, which is 6.1 cycles. This will erupt, generating heat, which then powers this. That then gets taken from here into this steam room, which generates more power. Then that all powers this stuff here. And then these are the ones that sends the resource back to the main planet. And then we put solar panels as a backup supply. But this is normally enough to run it. Now the solar panels probably run it. Did they remove the maintenance? I think so, because I've never gone anywhere near these. But yeah, and then that gets sent to here. And it lands next to this beacon. That then gets unpacked and sent down here. Which then gets put through the cooling system. You used to need a scrub every few shots. I think the machines do it themselves now. I don't have one on this planet. I think they do it themselves. After each shot, they do a little animation of cleaning. So they must have removed it. I don't need this many rovers, but it's just, I find it really entertaining to have this many rovers. Oh, wait, no, wait. Are you, don't do that. I like nature reserves. Don't do that. Did I just get rid of it? No. I want to keep the nature reserves. I know you can make the artificial ones with the, with these guys, but... Before the reset. I thought the scope was just for germs. And if no one on the planet, they could... You can also make the towers in whatever spot is convenient. We did that on... It took me forever to get it done correctly. But we actually have a nature reserve in the corridor of this one using these two tiles here and then these two here. So I'm pretty proud of that. That was quite the achievement for me at the time. Yeah, so we've got a nature reserve running down the middle of the base. So whenever they move around that base, the nature reserve hits them. Oh. Okay, well we just deleted the roof. I feel like these trees are important. Who knows? Right, that can stop doing whatever you're doing. That's pointless now. We'll get rid of these batteries as well. We now have iron on the planet. I think I'll get rid of this nature reserve just because it's in the top right, and eventually I want the base up here. Where's my little spaceship? Oh, there it is. Right, remember not to get rid of the crash satellite. No, I want that. I remember what you said about the radiation, the 2 tiles under it. So that is the main one of the main reasons we're on here. Is there a way to get plants to grow naturally? Yes, the pip, this one here, it will, if it sees a seed with no plants nearby, it will plant a seed. Tundra, how you doing? Welcome in, good to see you. Yeah, okay, I think we're gonna get rid of... Is that 3 or 4? That's 4. I think we're gonna get rid of just everything here. Just delete this whole section. Maybe keep this because it's an oxalite storage. Temporarily, we'll get rid of it eventually. Is that it? I planned this massive, like, diamond facility thing. Oops. It's driving me insane. Sorry. What do you do to help with the... with that? What do you do? Nothing. I don't really do anything about it. The long commute thing, that's fine. It doesn't bother me. I don't think there's much you can actually do about it anyway. You just ignore it. Most of this, I don't know the last time I looked at any of this stuff. Doesn't hurt morale or anything. It basically tells you that there's a quicker path if you made it. But there's a quicker path, like if it's like here, if someone's over here and they want to go up here, and it's like, oh, they just did a long commute from here to here. Well, yeah, duh. It doesn't hurt anything other than it just keeps telling you just to do stuff. Whereas if you had a shoot right here to here, then it's like, that was a faster commute. But it's still... You're never going to get that to go. I don't think I've ever seen someone not have that. Fire poles and transit tubes help. Yeah. For sure. Right, this is quite warm down here, but we're just gonna... If we just let the whole planet vacuum, we can then deal with it quite easily. Plus, the main... is the metal tiles for the warp speed? I ain't wasting metal on tiles. Do you not have an iron planet? Where's my iron planet? Hello, iron planet. I'm trying to flex here. Here we go. Do you not have a planet that automatically harvests 3 iron volcanoes and stacks it perfectly neatly for you? Oh, look. Another 100 tons. I've yet to leave my planet. That's fair, that's fair. There's 100 tons on here. That's ridiculous. How much do I have on here? 36. I did take 25 tons with me to this new planet. I'm trying to figure out glass and plastic. Ah, that's fair, that's fair. And cooling my base. Do you want any advice, or are you trying to figure it out yourself? I know, I quite enjoy figuring things out myself, so I don't always jump to the idea that someone wants advice. But I like advice at this point in the game. I'm past the I'm past figuring it out. I'm now trying to optimize my game. I would take some if you want. Figure out steam rooms. Steam rooms absolutely helped me so much. I'm just not figuring out what I need to make Atmo suits. Figuring it. Oh, if you have a slime biome, let me see if there's any on this planet. Yeah, if you have a slime biome, you see this stuff here? This is what you need to make it. And then you need the station researched, which is this one here, the exosuit forge. And then you just need some metal with it. And that's how you do it. Start with. Transition to Drecos. I still haven't optimized Drecos yet. I don't even think there's any on any planets anymore, but yeah. But yeah, if you want to know the cooling solution, my best advice is like a little thing like this. It's 42 tiles. Does the warm coat actually help with really cold biomes? I've also not done anything to do with that because I think they always have an exosuit. Yeah, so for the temperature wise, a little loop like this, which will turn this on whenever it needs the... You need steel for this though, I think. I think steel... You need to do this kind of stuff. That thing is making the steam. Yeah, Atmo suit's priority. Yeah, so basically what this thermo aqua tuner does is if the temperature of this, the liquid you use, depending what it is, depends what temperature you set it to, keep that in mind. But if this ever heats up enough, then it turns on this aqua tuner. And then this aqua tuner generates heat because it's cooling. So whatever happens as an equal and opposite reaction to it. So if this is cooling the liquid, it's going to heat up the machine. The machine, when it gets to 200 degrees, turns on the steam turbine, which uses the heat, takes it out of the steam, and then puts the cooler water back in. And it's basically a heat deleter, and you get energy out of it. And I use that all over the base. I use that for cooling my sleep wheat. I use it for... wait, let me go temperature-wise, because I can see the cold areas. I use it for cooling all of my hot equipment over here. I use it for cooling aluminium, so I can use that in the stuff. I use it to cool the oxygen when it leaves the oxygen production. I use it to cool the water steam vent. Do I have one anywhere else? I use it down here to cool the equipment up here. Do I still have one running through this? No, I used to have one running through that. But yeah, so I use the cooling systems. Oh, I've got one up here cooling the turbines up here. And another one is here to cool all of my stuff up here. All of this will go once we move it all to the new planet. But as you can see, that little system I learned, I've optimized like everywhere on this planet. It's very useful for a heat deleter. So I don't have a problem with heat. But before I learned that, I definitely struggled with heat. Alright, the rovers are putting in some good work here. Good job, rovers. That's another thing I've not been able to make yet. Steel. You can change the landing platform. Rover rocket. Change the landing platform. Oh, on that planet, if I'm gonna keep bringing rovers over here. That's a good idea. get rid of this middle one, actually. I want to keep that one, though. That one looks cool. Oh, I forgot about this guy up here. If you haven't found what they're useful for, ignore them for now. I really like how you word your advice, because I also thought, what even are the uses to the carbon dioxide vents? But I guess if you don't know, you don't need it yet. Let's have a look at carbon dioxide, see what it does. See if there's anything you can do with it. Wait, that plant uses carbon dioxide and that to make oxalite? Oh, it's probably the slicksters. Installing an icy area, but I'm wondering if I take away all the blocks, if that area is still labeled as an icy area. Like, does the background count? Not sure if that makes sense. Carbon can be used to keep stuff from cooling. Yeah. But yeah. So, for example, I like the way that was answered as well. On this planet, I had ice biomes on this planet, right? You can see the different textures in the background from the different areas that were on this map. None of these are icy areas anymore. The whole thing has been removed. And yeah, now it's only material based. So once you dig it up, it's not going to remain cold. There's no more cold there. Like, for example, this area down here is quite warm, but once I dig this area all out, that won't be a problem. I won't leave anything there to be a problem. Oh, no way an asteroid perfectly landed in my water lock. Bruh. The weasels can keep an area cool if you leave them, but they don't cool much. It just... No. Brother. That's so rude. Well, my oxalite just got deleted. Because of an asteroid. Mop. Priority 9. Get mopping. Someone give me water now. Get me water. It definitely decided to hit there. That's ridiculous. That's my... I collected that. It's almost a ton of oxalite. Aha, right. Please, priority 9. In fact, yellow alert. Panic stations. Put some water inside of that. Hello? Not enough water. There's water to put. Huh? And I deconstructed my liquid pump. There's a priority 9. If you guys could kindly panic. Oh, I think I did it. Yes, it's not going down anymore. We have saved the oxalite. I want the oxalite because I'm probably just going to use that in the base to fill it with oxygen to begin with. Panic noises. Thank you, Peggy. This is why you were the first ever VIP. I think exclamation mark fire. Does that still work? There we go. We once played Firefighter Simulator, and it perfectly lined up, probably with a mental health day, because we were having so much fun with that game. Oh, are you dead? You're not dead. You will be. Do something. Oh, it's because of the oxalite. Right, let me go over here. I want one more spaceship linked to this, and I don't think I care if it is 100% efficient or not. This power line, it's not like we're limited on these, so I'm going to take it from here. That's what we're going to do. Well, these guys appear to be stuck. Hot polluted oxygen vent in an ice biome. Polluted oxygen in an ice biome. And it's a hot one. Nice. Cool that down, convert it to oxygen, and you get some free water out of it. Cycle 75. That's where you're going to reach. Right, how wide is this? Because I don't need that. So in theory, it's just 11, 14 wide, including that, I think. I don't know if it's going to fit here. Do you have fuel? You do have fuel. Yeah, you go there quickly. Cycle 35 already. 40 days. I'm dead. What's your longest playthrough? You're looking at mine. I think polluted oxygen vents are only useful for clay, but it's often not worth the effort. I am just over 200 days now. Are you also new to it? New to the game? Have I somehow found a small niche of people new to this game? I've got 15 people here. You've 3 or 4 weeks. Nice. How are you finding it? What's your overall thoughts on the game? Have you bought DLCs? Right, let's deconstruct buildings. Technically, these doors do nothing. I didn't even think about that. But technically, these doors just look cool to anyone who doesn't understand the game very well. Because they, including me, because I thought they were awesome. I need a second metal tile surrounding the inside of it for it to actually work, which I might do with this, because this is the smallest spaceship. How would I keep that vent from melting? Keep it from melting? Insulated tiles. Have you researched these yet? You would surround the vent in that. This game is great. I love simulator city type builders. Ooh, nice, yeah. The point is usually to melt all the ice. That is true. Right, let's go over this way. I don't know what I'm going to be doing in here. I kind of... Water. Yeah, that's a lot of water. If you melt all of that, that'll... Oh, if you're both new, biggest tip for new people, don't get every dupe available. Get a few for different jobs, and then wait till you're sustainable. Pre-build ready for more dupes. That's the biggest advice, because I used to die so much because I'd have like 20-something dupes at the beginning. No food for them or anything. Like right now, I can comfortably just keep getting people. I could probably sustain 50 if I had more auctions set up. That's about, you know, that's the only real limiting factor right now is oxygen, but I've got plenty of water. Look at all this water. Plus, I've got 5,000 kilograms per tile of polluted water in here. And then about the same of salt water and so on. Your PC won't like 50 dupes. Yes, I agree. But my PC will have to deal with it. Right, let's also send the power line up and over. I've got such a good idea for this area. $20 dupes. What cycle are you on? Cycle 200, 20 dupes. Fair enough. See how it goes. True, welcome in for 351 streams. How you doing, True? I mean, fair enough, yeah. If it works, it works. I get concerned getting too many dupes too early. Especially if, like, you run out of water. Because you run out of water way before you realize you run out of water. I generally try to get 1 dupe per job until I get sustainable food, just water. My problem is I try and expand into the map way too fast, end up either boiling myself to death or freezing myself to death. Exosuits, dude. Get some exosuits. Gotta get some exosuits. Then you can't boil your dupes unless you go into magma, and you won't freeze them with exosuits. Get yourself some exosuits. Do an airlock, which is this thing here. Do a little liquid airlock like that. Put your exosuit dock on one side of it. Keep your base in the middle, because normally everyone starts in the middle, right? So imagine a base here. On the left-hand side, you could have an exosuit dock, or just one for the whole thing. And that's where they all go in and out. Keep the middle bit is your living area. Keep yourself, ads. It's not even worth the 2 cents. Right, I want to build those. How tall is this spaceship? So this is the one I want to put in here. So it needs to be at least 22. So if this is the top of it, roughly 22. So we'll roughly build the bottom of it here. How wide is this one? 7 tiles plus a ladder each side. So there'll be doors here. Metal tiles here. The actual ladder will go here. 7 tiles, more ladders. One of those in the middle. Yes. I've got a few guys just on different cycles for water, thankfully. That's nice. That is nice. I had, to be fair, I almost ran out of water, and I've got a salt water one, a polluted water one, another polluted water one, a steam vent. But I'm pretty sustainable at the moment because I've limited my water usage based on calories. So what I recently did was the water going into this farm gets cut off here. And then this will turn back on once the game loads. This will turn back on once this pressure plate goes low enough that we don't have enough food. Oh no, I forgot. Are they still doing stuff? Oh, they are. Oh, perfect. These guys are great. I slightly forgot about them, but don't tell them that. What was an infinite water storage? An infinite water storage, basically, is these things here. So that one's a double one, but you can look at this single one, for example. So you have to figure out the levels, the densities of each liquid. Crude oil is more dense than salt water, meaning crude oil will always try and go below it, and salt water will always try and go above it. So the airlock tiles here means the water can't go here and can't overpressurize your insulated tiles. So that's why the airlock tiles are around it, the airflow tiles are around it. But the vent inputs salt water to this block here, to this square here. There's crude oil, so it goes above it. And then once it goes above it, it then goes into this. And this is infinite because it can't overpressurize. Whereas normally the vents would overpressurize. For example, this vent here can overpressurize, which is why it doesn't overflow. But they're infinite storage. They're very useful. How would someone set that up? in the early gas-ish without oil, you would figure out what's less dense that you have access to. So let's say you want to store polluted water. Find out what would go below polluted water or salt water. Find out what's below it. So you can actually look at... Let me Google it. The oil drop can be confined tile without gas. Let's have a look. Oxygen not included. Liquid density. Images. Okay, so if you want to infinitely store water, polluted water goes beneath it. If you want to store salt water, brine can go beneath it. If you want to infinitely store brine, though, you're going to either need chlorine liquid, phosphorus, ethanol, magma, petroleum, something else I've not seen before, supercoolant, or crude oil. Crude oil is the heaviest. Liquid hydrogen is the lightest. You can also use airlocks for infinite liquid storage. Oh, that's true as well. It can be on the top. You'd have to pre-fill the bottom bit. I guess I miss how it's infinite. It can't overpressurize. So for example, let's do the math. So that along there is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times 5,500. Let me get a calculator. 11 times 5,560. So this here, in these 11 tiles, if I was to have them outside of this storage, it would take up 61 tiles. So this little storage here would normally be like that big. That much salt water is currently in that small box. And you can put that much salt water in that small box, or that much salt water in that small box. It's infinitely stored in this box here. So that's why it's called infinite storage. You can put as much of whatever you want in here. How's this platform going? Priority 9 because I'm bored of waiting. Or airlock doors. I've not done the door one yet. I wouldn't mind it though. We might need more steel actually, I just thought about. Have I accidentally built stuff out of steel up here? Am I making steel still? What's my limiting factor to steel? Refined carbon? No way. Do I not have refined carbon? I have no refined carbon. Okay, I guess we're going to do a quick batch of refined carbon. How'd your one game of Dota go out yesterday after Unturned? I hated it. I went Shadow Shaman because I wanted to be a really good support. My offlaner went 2 and 12. They did nothing. They had no impact on the game. I think the other one... Who was the other one? I can't remember who the other one was. But they also had no impact, really. Our mid lane was bad. And it was very hard to support the team. I did have a decent Crystal Maiden. So it was two good supports trying to carry a team that weren't good. And it hurt my soul. But I ended up getting quite a few kills. Because I would just hold people and use my ultimate, and I was probably the only one really impacting the game. It's still the correct word. Oh, I think I'm tied up on the word infinite. If it's just a way to store large amounts of liquid in a smaller area. Yeah, so it's still the correct word. It's going to go unlimited, meaning it will never run out. Yes, but you're thinking never run out leaving. We're thinking it never runs out entering. You can put as much as you can even imagine inside of that box, so you can infinitely store it. So think of it going in rather than thinking of it infinitely coming out. That's the difference. Do not fear. I will never do that again. That gesture. My brain clicked onto both wavelengths and I was excited. Smaller bit. I did the circle of the smaller ones. Right, now we should be making some steel. We need quite a lot of it. So if I click here, go there. Yes. So we should be making steel now. I'm going to put these on priority 9. I need steel for this new build. One more noob question, I'm going back to bed. Shoot. Honestly, the thing that actually helped that game the most, true, was shackles. At the end of it, turn them to a chicken with your ability. Then you hit them with your ability, and then you can shackles them again. It was ridiculous. I've never done that combo before, but it worked amazing. Look at this little production here. Also, this generates crazy amounts of heat, so I'm just deleting it immediately, using up a bit of power. I forgot. I keep forgetting about this second planet that we're currently working on. Are they still doing stuff? Have my rovers died? Did you die before I could remember to do something? Who's starving? No one's up here, are they? No. In this slime lung, as a big deal, am I making it out to be? I avoid going into the slime biomes because of it, and keep me from some good stuff like natural gas guys. Here's the thing, same as earlier, exosuits. So for example, on this planet, inside of this spaceship, they have peed themselves. Uh-oh. But ignore the fact I missed this. Are you the starving one? I hope not. Who knows? Anyway, but there's an exosuit. Current status, no oxygen. How did it break? It broke. Okay, bear with. I laughed so hard at that. But yeah, so there's exosuit docks in here. So that means they can literally go out here, even if there's germs, which there isn't. But even if there was, they can go out here into the germs. They can go out here into the heated areas. They can go out here into the cold areas. The only thing it doesn't technically protect them from is radioactive stuff, I think. Also, we need a better way of doing this. Oh! Oh, I've just clicked what's wrong. I've just clicked what's wrong. There's no out vent for the carbon dioxide. Even with just Atmos suits. I've got the pills for it. So rush Atmos. Atmos suits is the most important thing. If you have a base, so let's say our base is here, right? This is the middle of the map. Our base is here. You don't need Atmos suits originally, technically. You can actually explore and avoid the slime lung. So if I go... Do I have any planets with slime lung on it to show this? Yeah, this planet, right? It's got slime lung on it. So I'll give you an example. So you live here. You need to get to in here. So what you'd do is you'd go to the germ menu and you'd be like, okay, I can go along here. I can go here, round this, down a bit, down over here, put a ladder straight down. Boom, I've got the plant, make an exosuit. Do the exosuit dock in your base, and then you just delete the map. That's pretty much how I do it. I have no Atmos suits. I removed about half my planet so far. You can do that. I've done that with quite a few of my... This planet here didn't have exosuits, and I dug most of this out. I eventually put exosuits in there because I didn't want them to keep having to breathe. That was kind of annoying. But... You know. Right, they need to build this as a priority 1,000,000. Right, they've done that. Power, deconstruct. Get rid of that. Oh, there's so much steel. We can't actually build this second one yet. We don't have enough steel. To cure the lung issue? I completely ignore the slime lung. Ah, see, I avoid it. I've never tried ignoring it, so I've always assumed it's bad. But even with 800 hours in the game, I wouldn't even know what I would have to do to avoid it, or to not avoid it. Yeah, we have nowhere near enough steel. I think most of it we just took to that new planet. Returning all of our coal. Where's my spaceships? Oh, we ran out of materials at this place. So I want you to just not do that and go home. Wait, what? Are you going home? Are you stuck? How did you get back here without fuel? It can't launch without having available fuel. How many times do you think you have done to get to this run? Oh, I wish there was a way to know. In fact, wait here. Don't walk away. 1 second. I have never deleted a save. Oh, but I had my old computer. My old computer must have been definitely double digits. Definitely. Let me save, go to main menu, see how many I've got on this computer. Walks away. How dare you? Also, I don't know how that spaceship launched if it didn't have enough fuel to get back. We'll go to main menu. But not by itself, got you. I name my runs, try 1, 2. I'm on 12 right now. So it shouldn't matter if you've switched. Oh, wait. So if I go load game. Nah, this only goes back to 2022. I definitely played it before that, I think. What year is it? I played this longer than that. Let me go to Steam. Library. Volkswagen. It should be the only green one. There it is. So let me scroll all the way down, maybe. Where do I see where I got it? There's a way to see that. Is it information? Show game details. Add to favorites. Manage. Go to wallet. Oh, that thing again. Purchase history. View my wallet. £1.18. Woohoo. Woo. See account details. Is that it? Manage subscriptions, license, view purchase history. Here we go, here we go. I'm going to assume it's near the bottom. Right, here we go. Right, so 2014 Prison Architect, 2014 Civilization 5, Far Cry 3, Escapist, Skyrim, Don't Starve. A ton of stuff on the Steam market, so that's probably when I got into CSGO in 2016. Company of Heroes 2 I got in 2016. Auction not included. 25th of February, 2017. So I've been playing it since then. 2017. I have about 800 hours in the game. So, got all the DLCs. I didn't even know that game was on Xbox. Yeah, so on this computer, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got 14 runs on this computer. That computer would have had runs all the way back to 27, and that's just since 2022. So another 5 years on top of that, where I played it a lot more with a lot less experience. So a lot, I think. £1.18. That's a CS:GO case. Get opening, but not the key, unless I get a sticker capsule. Bro is rich. This game does take longer and longer to load up, though. Hello, fan. Are you working? Thank you. Right, it's loading up. Back to here. Okay, let's send some more rovers over. Can I make them out of anything other than steel? Or are the rovers always out of steel? Oh, change material. Let's send some copper rovers over there. That sounds like fun. Is that how this works, or are they just going to rebuild the module? Oh. Waste of steel. I'm going to run to the shop back in a bit, no worries. And then a rover module out of... I'm running out of metals. It's the ores I don't have. Because I've processed it all. Oh, look at this! Look how many hatches we have! Oh wait, should I be killing them yet? How many's in here? 6. Because I want stone hatches, and then we're going to use the stone hatches to get smooth hatches, I think. Add more ranches. Do I need to build a ranching setup? We could do it here, because I like the vertical ones. Where most of it's above it, and then the ladder just runs along the middle. I keep messing up if I need the ore or metal. For the builds. Alright. Are you going to survive space if you're copper? Oh, so you know I've been eating a lot more recently. Well, a lot more proteins. So I decided that mince was very expensive, which it is, and so's chicken breasts or chicken fillets, whatever you call them. Today I bought 1.5 kilograms of turkey mince for a tenner, and it was pretty tasty. So for the foreseeable future, I'll be eating turkey mince. Too much metal, and then I need the ore. Yeah. I end up doing different types for different, eventually. Right, let's go back to this planet. How are they doing? Okay, so we're now venting out. So let's view interior. Ooh. The issue is power. So we've got a new issue. Power. But I think there's coal in here. Not much. Did we bring glass? We brought enough for 1 glass. One of these. But I think... Do I have to get it all the way up there? Can I not just move that lower? We should have tons of iron. We do. Right, I also want a oxygen production chamber, but I don't know how much. We have water, so we just need to survive in this ship long enough to get like a full-on little base set up, which shouldn't use much resources to keep it going, considering... Who keeps starving, man? People in the tubes. Have you tried not starving? How's this planet doing? Are they still alive? They are still alive. Oh, they're running out of food, though. They're just chilling. Let's send them some food. Right, this is the thing where I don't want to send them. Why are you using small pumps instead of big ones? Inside of the spaceship, I think that was just for space reasons. Right, how much did that send? 650,000 calories. That should be enough. The low ones, yes, but the top one should be a big one. In here? I think I needed that there for this room. Room size 12. Minimum room. Yeah, so I needed the block there for that. Oh, I guess I could have got rid of that. Or that. Okay, let's get rid of that. No. That one? Build that. Can they still go to here? Yes. Okay. Deconstruct that temporarily. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. Heads are waste of space. Where would they go instead? Outside, one on the planet. Ah, yeah. My original idea was this is where they were gonna live until the actual planet was ready. I wanted a long-term base on here. Okay, I guess we're gonna build you out of something else. I figure what steel inside. Okay, this perfectly keeps the carbon dioxide, like, kind of going low. Running out of power. Did we not set up... Where's my rovers? Right, you go up here, because you're almost done with this. Wait, did the second one glitch? Where's the second one? Hello? Where's my second rover? Oh, there's still a bunch of them awake. They're just over here getting on with it. I don't know where my second rover landed. I think it might have broke. Oh, perfect. They got outside. And now they're inside. Now they're back outside. I don't know if this will be enough for the base. Inside of the rocket? Is that in case of this issue? We could get rid of this now, though. Can't we? And put the wheel in there? Also, why is that powered? That disabled the Great Hall. Ah. It'll be okay. It's just temporary until they can get outside longer. Ah, there we go. A very compact, energy efficient setup for filtration. Is that the air? Because I've got this little one down here for the carbon dioxide, which I used to have on automation, but it never really worked. So I normally let it fill up a bit, find out there's a problem. Carbon dioxide on top of polluted. Wait, carbon dioxide on top of polluted water will make it stop off-gassing if it's over 2,000 kilograms. Because it's based on pressure, not what's above it. I believe. Oh, sorry, 1,800 grams. Look at this. This is way better. Get rid of that now. Very energy inefficient. Yeah, they'll move on to the actual planet soon, hopefully. Right, that's a great haul again. Nice. Where the beds are. Yeah. That would work better. I need to get the actual, like, little area built on this planet. That would be probably a good thing to do. Without filtration. Yeah, let me... Because what I want to do is I want to get all of this moved into infinite storage. And then have an actual auction thing set up. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. 1 second. Am I back? I am back. Sweet. Right. I didn't pause, so are we alive? Yes. One, two, three, four. We'll go along here. Yeah, I want the base up here, probably. And then we'll get like an insulated box vacuum it out, do the normal base stuff inside of that. Only needs to be able to sustain 2 people, I think I'll have permanently on this planet. Right. Okay, so this is now working well again. Yeah, that works so much better with one of those. Someone keeps starving, and I don't know why. Ooh, a slickster. Oh wait, I just thought of something. That machine is sweep only for the food. So the food is still here. I'm glad I remembered. In fact, sweep the whole thing. How much steel we got? Okay, so up to 10 tons. I want more. We preferably need more of it. So we'll leave them to do that still. Back over here. This is going fine. This one should be ready to go back. Yep. Like the amount of fuel, like the heat we're wasting here. Okay. Anyone who's experienced in the game, can you explain how this one got here? Because this spaceship says it doesn't have enough to go back. Oh, wait, do I know? Its range is 0 somehow. I don't understand how it launched without having fuel. Like, is there any way to, I think, some kind of bug shouldn't happen? It's set up to automation. It's been doing it for like 50 to 100 cycles, fine. And then all of a sudden it's here without enough fuel. Is there any way to get it back? I want it to land on this one, but it doesn't even have enough range for that. Don't think there's a way, so I just got to destroy it. No sense to me, this game. Etc. Welcome in, how you doing? Welcome back, Zaps. I guess I just abandon it. You'll get some stuff back. Oh, I get a fair bit. No, no, it's trying to go to the wrong planet. Relocate to. Can I send it anywhere? Can I just send it home? Okay, well, I guess it's going there. Who cares? But what that does mean, if we've just freed up this space here. Perfect. This one, I want to change. I need some coal. I've been using quite a bit of it. Where do I want to get some coal from? Coal. Okay, so we'll send it to that. It's going to the nearest. Oh, okay. So it wasn't because I clicked on that. Okay, so we'll get coal from there. Wait, why is this only 20? Why is this only 18 range? That's full. That's full. That's full. Why is this only 18 range? Is it because of that? Because I added them? Pretty sure they are. I was raided point when I discovered that there's no way to rescue a rocket. Luckily, I don't send them with people on anymore. Why is this only out of 18? 20 out of 18. Is the save bugged? Why is that 18? That should be way more than that. Oh, are we out of data banks? We can't be. We had hundreds of them. Data banks. Right. It's this one that makes it. Okay, I need to make a new rocket. Get ready for this one. This one's gonna look mighty cool. One of them. One of... Where's the liquid tank? Spacebar rocket blocked. Okay. Don't panic. I have a plan. Fret, welcome in for 331 streams. How you doing, Fret? Someone build my spaceship, please. How you doing, Fret? They can't land up here anymore. Oh! I feel like I've just zoomed out so much. Do. Okay, they've done that. Then we want add. One of them. Nope. Oxalite. That one. Boom. Then one of them. And then one of them. Doing good, thanks for it. Right. Oh, I don't need that there, do I? I forgot about that. Alright, here we go. View interior. We have a blank canvas. I want to do... Let's get rid of that first. We don't need exosuits in here. Get that gone. Let's go for... that. To begin with. You can completely avoid ladders, wasting space. Yes. I don't know if I have the brains for that yet. I kind of did it in the other one, but this one's just going to be a very simple build. It's not a permanent spaceship thing. There are 3 people in here. How much power do they use? Doesn't tell me. Plastic, plastic. Ooh, I could put a bunch of solar panels on this. Oh, I don't have much glass on this planet either. Check the storage tiles, very useful. Oh, yeah, I remember someone telling me about that. I keep forgetting all this stuff. Right, you there. Deconstruct, you're gonna make some molten glass. Okay, you're not gonna make molten glass. Is that a cooling loop? There's a cooling loop right there, so let's build it here. Katie, welcome back. How you doing? I need to find a job where they don't expect me to work. Optional included. Until I'm done. Here's what I'm gonna get. Ah. If you find any employees like that, let me know. Move somewhere with a crumbling economy. I've been looking for work since last October. I'm on stage 4 of a 7-stage application for one of the jobs I applied for. The other one, no. Pretty much. There's another one previously to that. That wasn't a go. Because there's so much unemployment that the amount of people going for jobs who probably have worked there for like 50 years. Things are starting to look bleak. Do you know what's... Right, let me have one quick rant, okay? Let me have a quick rant about this. I have 4 different employment agencies I've registered with to try and help me find work because I want a job quickly. Right? 4 different agencies can't find any jobs in my area. They literally just sit in the office because there's nothing really going at the moment. If there is stuff advertised, Most of the time, they pre-picked who they want to employ, but they just have to advertise it because that's what you have to do. It's really, really irritating. And then there's so much like stigma around unemployed people, and I'm like, well, look at this. Look at it this way. I was told that I wouldn't have to work and I'd still get supported, but I've opted to I'm gonna work anyway, and there's nothing. Job agencies? There we go. That's the one. That's great. It's I don't know what's going on in the world right now, but it's not looking good. I don't think it's looking good no matter where you look. Anyway, so instead we'll sit here and play Auction Not Included. Wait, have I linked that wrong? Have I misunderstood which way that's moving? I have. Wrong way. I don't know why I thought that was going that way. Oh, I want a job, man. I can't get a mortgage without a contract or permanent employment. I've been desperate for change for years now. But I have managed to change myself physically, so I'm glad about that at least. That is a win. Is this gonna work? Probably not. I'm gonna use a bigger metal. So this is where networking comes in. When they post the jobs. I like a job, please, so I can gain work experience. Would love to, but you need work experience first. The employment thing, the crazy thing, the job that I recently didn't get, I had all of the qualifications and more, but someone else went for it that was above it. And I'm like, damn. It's just unlucky. That case was unlucky. Popularity contest, truly. Yeah, but what if I've not lived in this area while employed? So I don't know networking. I've asked everyone who I knew last year, no, the year before that. Everyone I knew, I was like, hey, you got a job going? Anyone know a job? Anyone can, pass my name on to a job? Any jobs? Recently, networking's worked a bit better because I've been looking for work for so long that people are starting to think of me for random stuff. So like I got a message that a company started up and they don't have anyone that knows anything about IT working there. And they might be looking for someone IT based. Oh no, I stopped the flow of that. Hopefully that didn't break the whole thing. What's in there? Super coolant? Oh, this might work. This needs worked faster though. I need way more glass. How hot does sand need to get? Walmart isn't even hiring around here. That's when you know it's bad. Get yourself on LinkedIn. I want to, but I don't exist on the internet. Like, other than the streaming stuff. I don't have a, like, personal Facebook. I don't exist on the internet. A 1,000 to that. I don't quite have something that hot. Literally applied for every level graduate position. Got at least a round of interviews and then decided I'm going with someone with more experience despite it being an opening for new graduates. Yeah, no, when I did my plastering qualification, I gave them all like my number and stuff at the end of it. I was like, if any, because they all ran companies. I was like, if anyone here needs, needs someone, I'm good at mixing and whatnot. Let me know. Had a work experience interview knowing full well I can't do stairs up or down due to disabilities. Know what they wanted me to do all day? Up and down stairs with boxes. Yeah. They didn't listen. Wow, that's power intensive. I don't think I want a second one just looking at that. We'll just have the one doing stuff. Why did I need glass? Oh, for the solar panels on here. And probably a battery. You could dump it in the steam room. The molten glass or sand? Oh, I could dump it in the steam room. What temperature does it come out at? Where's my steam room? I could just chuck it in here. All it as the other stuff. I could make a steam room for that. Why aren't they building this? Unreachable? And there was a company that was there to help us. Yeah, because there's supposed to be companies registered with disability-friendly employers. I think most of them do it as a flex. Right. These... I want to get rid of 2 of these. Just for the glass. I can build more later if I want to. This has 3 on there. Give me one of them. But yeah, I managed to get to, this is the best I've put, do you know what? If I get this job, then the however many years of unemployment trying to find work was all worth it. The job that I'm going for at the moment. It's based in financial industry. It's a 7-stage application. I'm currently just been accepted on the stage 4. Which I should easily pass, because essentially, because it works out as an apprenticeship. Essentially, they just need to check that you don't have the equivalent qualifications. So I'm hoping, because I've got quite a lot of A-level stuff, so I'm hoping that doesn't interrupt the actual apprenticeship. Let's hope. I have multiple degrees in different fields, and I can do so many things. I just have very bad ADHD. I need to change every few years. I get bored. My CV looks the same. My CV is I join a company, I work up that company. Once I get quite high up of it, I'm like, this isn't worth the money, like as in the stress and stuff. And then I start a new company and I do the same thing. I've made that mistake so much in my life working up companies that I've said to myself, the next one, I'm not doing that. The next company I get, wherever I go in as, I've got to stay there for a while. I can't keep constantly changing. Right, rocketry power outlet fitting. Wait. Wait, these are only 60? I thought they were more than that. Sweet, that's cheap. Right, so I want 3 people to live in here. Is there ladder beds? Have I seen that anywhere? Public image. Yeah, they get grants. My first one was because of a grant. Oh, you do them separately? I have been refusing higher positions. I will be doing that for now. What is that? I have a lot of that. I want to have 4 of them. This is just for, this is not necessary, but most of my jobs, I last 6 to 8 years. Oh, nah, most of mine are like a year. I'm a journeyman electrician and certified steel inspector and ACI, American Concrete Institute, certified. My problem is I don't mind telling certain engineers that... That's fair. That is fair. I think there's a few people here who have similar, you know... Speaking of networking, hiring any remote workers? Oh, as a hiring manager, I'm always looking at anything less than... Whoops. Less than 2 years of company, change as a red flag. Yeah, mine, yeah. Unfortunately, that's one of my problems, is that Once I feel like a company doesn't appreciate me, I'm gone. What are the stair beds good for? I don't know. I've never used them. This is the first time I'm using them. But I just imagine it's nice to keep them up in the corner. I just wanted one of these down here in case there's too much carbon dioxide. I can vent it. Right, that'll be oxalite. This will be plastic. Plastic. This will be the sludge stuff. Oh, they don't have a bathroom. That's fine. Bathrooms can go up against the wall. The stair beds can replace the ladder. Oh, there. Yeah. Wait, does this need water? Oh, it does. Haha. I realize that I'm just sat here smiling at myself. Why do you use insulated pipes everywhere? I think it's just a habit. I think I just prefer it. Yeah, I think it's just a habit. Urinals? Oh, in the spaceship? Yes, for the space. I'll show you this one. Please don't be dead. They're not dead. Nice. So like this one here works really well because that's a bathroom. One, two, three, four. Right, we can't break the satellite. In fact, let's not break into the satellite yet. Because I keep forgetting to look at this planet. I'm just doing a bigger build.
Bob, this
Yeah,
is your
literally.
weekly chess alarm, lol.
Oh! So... Has it been a week already? Fret, I wanted to tell you a story, right? I've been waiting, right? So, me and True were playing this game called Unturned, right? We were getting raided, so I built a temporary base. The base stayed there maybe half an hour, right? Living in this base. Then I used that base for the supplies to build a new base nearby. Built the new base, skip a couple hours. I'm looking for bases to raid, right? I want to destroy someone's base and take their stuff. I get True to TP to me, and I'm like, look at this base I found. How many doors do you think it has? He's like, 2, definitely 2. I'm like, okay. He said, but maximum 3. I'm like, right, we could go through this wall because they've left the crates sticking out of the wall, right? He's like, could do. And then I was literally about to go get the explosives to destroy this base when he goes, you know, this is your base. I forgot I built it. I almost destroyed my own stuff. And True played along with it for way too long. I didn't appreciate it. It made me feel even more stupid than I should have felt. But yeah. How dare he? He played along with it for way too long. I was literally about to blow up the base. I had planned out where I wanted to go in. Everything. And yeah, it was my base. I built it at about an hour ago. Anyway, let me do these chess moves before I end, because otherwise I'll forget. What did you do? I don't like that one. Wait, yeah, I do. Oh, no, I don't. I think I've lost that one. I don't see how I'm going to recover. You have too many pieces that you move sideways. Yeah, I don't see how I'm going to win either of these. See, that doesn't even work. I don't know what I'm doing. Ace of base. Bob doesn't see the sign. Does unturned offer 3D person view? Yeah, you press H. I don't see how I'm going to win them either. I don't like... See, this is why I don't like you having horses and bishops. Because you're really, like, fiddly. How do I get auction into the suits? You have to use ventilator... let me show you an example. Have you ever made one of these? It's an auction production. So, obviously, you can scale it down, but it inputs water. And then what you get out of it is oxygen out the bottom and hydrogen out the top. There's much more smaller condenser ones for it. But essentially, you have to use ventilation and vent oxygen into it. And this might be able to... Unturned is... have you ever heard of DayZ or Rust? It's kind of like a lower quality version of that for older computers. Fred, I don't know how I beat you in this. If I go there, I'm dead. I can't do that. Can't really move that. You're kind of like... You're kind of everywhere at once. But then also it's hard to defeat me with the items you have, with the pieces you have. It is about time you won one. You know that fork you got with your bishop? I remember I said, oh, I can't move that there because he can fork me with... That sounds horrendous. He can use the fork between the two bishops, between my two rooks. Don't move that. And then 5 days later, when I took my next move, I had forgotten that analysis, and then you found it. Right. So the only way I'm going to get out of this situation here that Fret's got me in is a destructive one. If I do that, you do that. I do that. Can't do that. Yeah, I think I just have to do the, as they say in Naruto, when the enemy is stronger, you must do something surprising. So... surprise. Okay, next game. This one's looking slightly more favorable. Only slightly. You got... It's fine. And I've got a random game going on with a stranger, and I don't know whether to just time out. I don't know who it is, and I don't know what I'm doing. I was kind of hoping they'd time out. There you go, Fret. Fret has been undergoing training to beat Bob. I hadn't played it in so long. I did like to think that, though. I did like to think that one day, well, this is back when we first started playing. I'm like, one day Fret's gonna beat me, and it will either encourage me to start training, like practicing again, or it's like, okay, use your wings now and go beat people on the internet. I kind of hate having to play with other people outside the family because of Griefus. Yeah, Dab. My problem at the moment is other people in general with games, because I like Dota. Dota 2, I really enjoy. The problem with Dota 2 is you have to play with other humans, and they don't always do what they're supposed to do, and then it ruins your game because they don't know how to play. That irritates me. We have a couple games in each phase of the game. That's quite a cool idea. That's cool. Right, but it has been 3 hours. So, I'll be streaming tomorrow, though. Let me save the game. I don't know, man. I'm carrying this guy on my Dota team. That's like half my elo. It's rough. True. You're welcome for the success I have given you. Thanks for the stream. No worries, Fret. It's good to see you. I was so proud of that little... whatever I just said. Right, let's raid someone new. Who have we not raided before? I want to raid someone new. Let's see who's streaming in this category. We'll try and help out a smaller streamer. And if we start raiding new people again, maybe we'll get like a little raid back and forth going with someone. Been quite a while since we've had that. I'm third in the category. I was almost second, but we're third in the category. Who's the one beneath me? Let me wait a second, see what language they're speaking. Who's got a birthday stream? We'll go over to them. We've been over to them a few times recently. I want to start a the raid thing where we go backwards and forwards to someone raiding. Because the last few months it's been we raid out a lot. So I think we'll do this raid, but then we're gonna start raiding new people. Try and find some new people that we can communicate with. Oh, they're using the same timer. That's cool. Right. / raid. Oh, I forgot. There's YouTube. I'll end YouTube in a moment. Appreciate you, YouTube. There's a few people on YouTube. But give the raid message a copy and paste. Is it actually their birthday? Because they said they don't believe in early birthday wishes. So I don't want to give them a birthday wish if it's before. I'm assuming so, if that's what they believe. Yeah? Okay, just checking. Right. I think that's everything. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow around 12 GMT for another stream. More auction not included. We can carry on setting up this new planet. And probably make even more mistakes than we currently are. But go away. But yeah, I will catch you all tomorrow around 12 GMT. Appreciate you. If you need anything between now and next stream, pop me a DM on Discord. DM's always open. Don't know if I said that or not. Wait a bit.